Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch, and today is the 4th of January. First off, Happy New Year to everyone, and huge congrats to our sales champion for 2018, Linda Elzey. Round of cyber applause for Linda for winning the sales contest 11 out of 12 months. I'll mention Ivy Brinson got her 1 month, and so congrats to Ivy. These people are, they get up every morning and they don't ask the question, how do I make money? They say, how can I increase the size of my list by as many people as possible? And I see people come into the Live Business Center here every single day, and that's all they have on their mind. How do I make money? How do I make money? And the question they should ask is, how can I grow a list? How can I build a business online? And they never do. Most people don't, because they don't see it that way. They just want to make money, and they don't see the process from the point of view of, well, to make money, we have to have something going on here. And the way that that happens is by people purchasing through you, through affiliate programs, or products that you're selling through Amazon or what have you. But the bottom line is you need to have people to see what it is you're selling, hence the concept of how to build a list. Today we're going to talk about traffic injections, monitor program, going to review a bit about the classified ad plugin. We have a commission method so that you can be paid differently if you wish. That's coming up in the new year. And of course, later on, we'll take some questions. Right now, to introduce myself, I always have the intro up here. If you want to see these slides, you can always see them. They're right here in the member area. You go along the left menu where it says Bootcamp Training, and all the way down here it says Workshop Notes. Okay, so you guys can see these anytime you want. You can go through this. Again, I'm an entrepreneur. I started Worldprofit many, many years ago, almost 25 years ago now, in '94. And we have always sold the same product, which is domain hosting. We've improved it. We've also sold a product, list management, right? Like a newsletter system, autoresponders, that kind of thing, because those are the things that work. And again, I'm constantly here doing support, and that's what our company is all about now that we have a solid system that we've been using for all these years. The important thing, how do you get started? Get to lesson number 3. It's a test. As soon as you get your silver program going, you've upgraded. It really is just a test on our part, just to make sure that you're in the member area, that you're in the right member area. You're not logged in as an associate. You've got your instructions. You pick a domain name, or you can book a new domain name. It's totally up to you. If you decide, hey, maybe in the future I'll book my own domain name, we can change it anytime you want. Okay, so no problem there. But you get the domain name picked, and then we want you to advance your way to lesson number 3, where you will be seeing how to get your bonuses, how to get started. There's a video on the training link on the top of the main page. And all I ask is that you give it a chance to work. Do the video. There's just so many people who, my goodness, too many people I can't even count anymore, that watch the video but they don't do it. And they don't understand that you actually have to go through and you have to promote to build a list, to build a business. And it really is easy. It's copy, paste, click. You know, that's what you're doing in these safe lists and exchanges. You're doing it in Facebook. You can also promote Facebook, the Worldprofit community. There's all kinds of places to promote. We're always here to support 7 days a week. If you need a sponsor and you can't get a hold of your sponsor, I'm your sponsor. Just fill out a tech support ticket. All right, and I get back to you as soon as I can, or Sandy Hunter will, to help you out. Okay. Once you get going with the program and you've requested your bonuses, which again are on lesson number 3, you just fill out a sport ticket and say, I'd like my bonuses, please. We'll send them to you. We'll send you to a form, and you fill the form out and go from there. Okay? That gets you going. That gets your business started. A couple of things that I always will review in this program are some of the best tools that will help you achieve your goals of promotion much faster, much easier. Understand that this place right here, the Live Business Center, this is, we have somebody in here all the time. I was in a conference call with a friend of mine, and he's been running a business for about 15 to 18 years online, and this blew his mind. I explained it to him. I said, we have a rep, a representative who is a member, not a paid rep, not a professional, one of those polished salespeople. We have members who are inside our member area all the time in video and audio. And they can speak to people who come into the member area who have questions, be it paid members, free members, and we do it through a chat system so that the people can't see, aren't seen. Like when they come in there, they go, oh, can you see me on my camera? No, we can't. You can only type. And the monitor or the representative can talk to you. Just makes it faster because think about it. You got 10 people in there who all have questions. They take the questions in. It's a lot easier for the person in video to answer rather than typing the answer every single time. It would drive anybody crazy. We call it our Live Business Center, and it works on all platforms. It works on any, Samsung tablets, Android, you name it. And it's great. It works wonderful. So what is this thing for? It's for sales. It's like a closing room where people come in and they have questions and they want to know about Worldprofit. So they're directed by our rep or our monitor to go and watch the video and then come back for a great deal. Okay, and they also can ask questions about the advertising services or anything. The Live Business Center is 100% for you, the customer, or you when you were an associate. It's 100% of that. It's for sales. It's also for communications and support. So realize that when you are promoting and you are sending people to the Live Business Center, to the member area, they're being greeted at the door by somebody who is a member. And it's just a fantastic system. It's worked now we're probably into our 14th year of this type of thing. Okay, so it's just fantastic. Top menu, there's a place called Cool Tools up here, which you can click on any time. And guess what? There are some really cool things in there. Okay, things that you can use to help you promote. And number 1, JitBit. This is auto text. It just replaces short keystrokes with paragraphs or subject lines and things like that. There's a little video here you can watch. Postbox to arrange your email. Okay, it helps incredibly well, especially with Gmail. So if you have 2 or 3 Gmail accounts, they work great in Postbox. Once you're set up, you're set up. It's great. Okay. Now, of course, we also have the RoboForm or any type of password manager that is independent of your browser. Okay, like Kaspersky has one. I think all the security programs now have them, and I think they're part of the security program. Okay. Link Manager is my favorite tool to organize links. Okay, so you can find that. Again, it's easy to find with this right here, Link Manager on the right-hand menu. And you can see the right-hand menu if you just go back and click on the Home button up here. It'll appear this way. So if I click Home and I click on Show Advanced Links, that's how I find it. It's just easier that way. Okay. Are there any questions? And again, if you're in here in the Live Business Center, you don't want to hear it, you can mute the person up here. You can put mute on there if you want, or you can just turn it off, and the whole thing just collapses into one-liner saying, if you want to see it again, click here. All right. Okay, we had a Yahoo incident this week. It was amazing. I had to phone the gentleman. I had to phone him. We sent him over 50 emails, 50, from paid email senders. Okay, we use SendGrid, we use AuthSMTP, and then we even email from a Yahoo account. I have a Yahoo account. So I sent the guy an email saying, are you getting any of our email? Like, imagine that. So from Yahoo to a Yahoo account. So I phoned the guy, and I'm not making this up. We sent 50 emails because he had accidentally renewed an old domain name, didn't want it anymore. So he said, I want a refund. And of course we got some very heated emails saying, why aren't you replying to me? Why, no. So of course we get the support from him. And after a while, because we don't control the domain renewal system, right? We're a reseller for it. So I said, you got to go to that company. But he wasn't getting these emails. So I phoned him, and he's a super nice guy. He said, yeah, I haven't received anything. And I went, well, we sent over 50 emails to your Yahoo account. He goes, well, I know how to check the spam folder too. Nothing's in there. I said, you're serious? And he goes, yeah, I've been using Yahoo for years. So I said to him, well, you got to go to this other company to get your refund, 20 bucks or whatever. And by the way, you might want to get a Gmail account. So it's safe to say that if you're using Yahoo or Hotmail, you're probably not getting any email except what they want you to receive. So change to Gmail. Keep your Yahoo account. Keep your Hotmail account. I have them too. But throw them away for business. Don't do any business using these companies. They're a complete waste of time. You want to use Gmail. Gmail is awesome. Okay, so if you're using Yahoo or Hotmail or anything with Worldprofit, you can even put a support ticket and say, please change me to my Gmail account. Okay, because it's really, it'll save you a lot of headaches. And this guy, he was just so upset that we weren't replying to him. And like, buddy, we've been around for almost 25 years. We really do reply to everything. Okay. Yes, and Sandy Hunter is right. And I mentioned this to him. I said, buddy, do you realize that they sent you probably 10 renewal notices for that domain to your Yahoo account? So we're not talking about Worldprofit sending mail or Yahoo sending mail to Yahoo. We're talking about a company that has, two cows, has over 50 million domains that they have registered, right? So they know how to send email. So this poor sap, he's, sitting there having a fit, probably lost a few nights of sleep because he used Yahoo. Don't use Yahoo for business. Please don't. They're the worst one. Next, let's talk about today. I want to talk to you guys about traffic injections. Let's go over to the special area. You see where it says traffic control up here on the top menu? It says traffic control. You click on it, and it will take you to where you can see a button called traffic injections. Now, if you are a platinum member, as promised last week, I have added all 18 of our sites to the injections. In other words, every month we will give you traffic to these accounts. Okay? It doesn't matter if they're upgraded accounts, it doesn't matter what they are. Just if you're a member of these sites, we will give you a traffic injection every single month. Okay, so make sure, and this is a biggie, if these are your usernames, not your ID, but your username could be a number. For example, my username in Traffic Center is a number, but most cases they're not. Okay, except for this one. This is an ID number for Quantum Safeless. But you see, when you get the traffic injection, look at what you're getting. And this is only for Platinum. we wanted to, my goal has always been to have the platinum membership extremely beneficial. And you can see we're talking about solo ad credits. Solo ad credits you can only purchase, but you get them every month for free. What do you do with all this traffic? Are you in affiliate programs? Fire away. Okay, this is designed for your business to promote your programs. Okay, go in here, use these credits, use them for anything. If you want to promote Worldprofit, promote Worldprofit. It doesn't matter. These are your credits every single month. There is a catch. Do you want to know what the catch is? You have to make note of the traffic injection date, right? So you get out your pen and paper and it will say to you, okay, so next monthly traffic injection date, 29th of January. So you can use the reminder system right over here. See where it says the Worldprofit reminder system to the right? And you could put in 29th of January traffic injection. Okay, so that's as simple as it gets. And when you click the button that shows up, you'll see a button in here. It will give you the traffic injection. Now, if you click on this little plus, you can see all of the different sites and usernames that were used to give you the traffic injection. This is brand new, so back here you won't see them. You'll just see them blank. All right? And I'll probably format these better. I just did this quickly just to get it in place. Okay? And these are free, yes, Elaine, for platinum VIP members only. If you're a silver member, you still get monthly traffic injections, but not to this many sites. You get them all the way down to Dragon Safe List. So you get these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about that? So to update these usernames, you simply put in the username and hit update, and it'll update them. All right? What I will endeavor to also do is have these hot linked so that you can get easy access and join under your sponsor's ID and stuff like that too. I'll set that up. Okay? And like, what's the value of this? If you went to the sites and you purchased all of this, you're probably looking at about $200. It gets expensive. Like, it costs money. You get a lot of credits. I'd say maybe about 160 bucks. I think two solos. Yeah, the solos alone are worth a lot. Okay, because you don't get solos. You have to buy them, and people buy them all the time, right? And they're very valuable. And again, these are just for our platinum members, and it's great. Are there any questions about that? Okay. So the monitor program is, we're always looking for new monitors. Those are the people that come up in the Live Business Center. Okay, so when the Live Business Center is up there in there, you will be trained and taught how to do it. Essentially, you need a couple of hours a week, and of course you need a couple hours to learn, and it's completely free. There's no strings attached. If you want to find out about the program, click on Monitor Area, and then click on Monitor Training. It's just on this left menu here, and it'll help you out. Okay, you can talk to Linda or Brian, be it with Skype, or I probably wouldn't just phone them out of the blue. I would kind of contact them on Skype or email them and say, can I talk to you about this? In most cases, they might probably say, well, I'm on duty as a monitor. Come by then and chat in your questions or whatever, that kind of thing. Or of course, Skype and email and numbers. There's lots of ways to get in touch to find out. There are bonuses that you receive as a monitor. Of course, senior monitors get $5 every time somebody upgrades to silver while they're online. Okay, and they get associates that enter without a sponsor, or a sponsor's quit. right? Because our system will detect that and immediately give them the associate will be placed under them, and they'll become their sponsor. Okay. And finally, if you do make the sale, you also receive associates that we place under you. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? And yes, Teresa, thanks for that. Yeah, platinum membership is definitely worth it. I also urge people to get people to come to these live workshops if they have questions about, and they need live answers, and they want some kind of one-on-one help. I always say, well, I'm here one-on-one. If you come to the training, ask me your question. Everybody can see your question, which is great. So people know what's going on. They know that so-and-so had this question, and it's all recorded for you. So you can come in anytime you want and review what the answer was. Okay. The classified ad plugin, we're sending out reminders to everybody. This is completely free. Okay, so if you don't have it yet or you're not sure about what it is, all you have to do is go to your left menu. Do you see where it says free classifieds? Click on classified ad plugin. And what you'll see is a little green button that says set it up. You just press the button. That's it. Classifieds are completely set up. You don't have to do anything. Then you can click see your site, and your site will bring up the classified ads. You can change the background. You can change what it says up here. You can change the logo, and you can change this, like I said, the background image here. It's pre-populated with ads. It's a cooperative. So let me explain something to you, because this is a really neat thing. Instead, I go to my drop program. Many, many years ago, we invented, and I'll be replacing our mall link with the classifieds. And the malls were really neat. You would go there, and it would look just like this. There was the Home Business Mall, the Make Money Now Mall. These used to be our malls. Okay, and it kind of turned from, it started out as classified ads, and then we also did malls. So these were called malls, right? And it was great. People came in, they placed ads. But guess what? We built a list. Because every time somebody wanted to place an ad, they went on the list. But we expanded it, and we did it this way. So we said, okay, so we have a website. This is Site X, and it's got the malls, or the classified ad plugin. Okay, so classifieds, classifieds, classifieds. And we thought, well, if we had another website, call it Y, and me being a programmer, I said, well, we'll just have the same ads on here that's on here. What's the benefit? Well, this is two websites with all the same ads, but you only have to place your ad in one site. And it shows up on lots of sites. Well, what does that mean? It means more views, more clicks, more chance of being seen, but when you go to the master area where you do actually put your ad in, which is right here in the member area, post ads, see where it says place ads free? The associates see this. Everybody uses this area to post ads. Everybody. So there's one central location where you post, and the ad goes out to all the sites automatically without doing anything. And we approve all of the ads. So every time an ad is put in here, we send out a letter saying it's approved. Who can place ads? Associates can place ads, and so can paid members. It's a win-win because everybody's just posting ads and they're showing up on all the different sites, so you don't need to worry about directories and categories or anything. It's absolutely hands-free for you folks, and there are no strings attached. How does it work to your favor? Well, watch when somebody says, I'd like to post an ad at my site. Guess what? They have to join as a free member. Then they go to the central area and they post. Isn't that something? It really works well. You also receive an email as their sponsor when they post an ad if you want. And that setting is right here under notifications. If you check this box, it means that you will get an email each time any of your sponsored associates places an ad. How does an associate place an ad? They go to the member area here. They could be an associate, silver, platinum, doesn't matter. Everybody posts their ads from here, and it goes to all the currently 100. Let me check. Let me tell you how many sites there are in this. There are 157 of these sites. So I'd have to draw these out. Does anybody want me to draw 157? So all the traffic going to these sites is seeing these ads. But you only put them in once, and then they circulate through everything. Okay? It's a great way to get associates signed up. Absolutely. Okay? Get it now. It's free. Doesn't matter. It goes right onto your site, and it provides people a way to get back to your main site. See here it says georgekosch.com. That's all automatic. You don't have to do anything. Okay? Just works fantastic. We are looking into paying people directly to their bank accounts for commissions. There's a couple of good companies that literally work the way you would do it with PayPal. In other words, we send you an email, and you click on the email, and you get your payment to whatever bank you want. Doesn't matter what country you're in. You'll just basically you'll click on the email, and it says, where would you like your money? And you go, well, I want it in my bank account, and then you can put it in your bank account, stuff like that. The reason that we're able to do this is the internet is an incredible place. It's always developing. And think about all of the people out there that are making commissions that say, listen, why can't I just have the money in my bank account? Is that possible? Well, it will be possible. So we're looking at a couple of companies right now, and we're setting up to do that. That way, it's kind of like receiving a check, but you don't have to go to the cashier. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You simply have it put directly into your account. Okay, and the fees are minimal and that kind of thing. Okay? Does that make any sense? Yeah, and one point about the classified ad system, you're probably wondering, well, why would people look at the ads? Well, the important thing to note is for associates, they have to look at ads to be able to place them. In other words, when you folks go here to post an ad, it's free. You can post all the ads you want. But when an associate comes in, they are given credits, and they have to use those credits to post ads. So, for example, here I am as an associate, and I say I want to place an ad. Their classified ad plugin, when that comes up, it tells them to watch a video about becoming silver, which is kind of neat. So you see this here? It says I gave myself credits, but they have to earn 10 credits to place one ad. And then their ads are only going to last probably 2 weeks. And then they have to come in and renew them and use credits. So therefore they have to look at more ads. So that's kind of neat, right? I like that. So, and that, again, just another benefit to the system. Okay? Are there any questions about that? That's sort of all I had for the week. We're off to a great start. I was going to take you for a tour now of the new member area. You guys ready for that? Yeah, and you can have an echo, poor Ronald, if you have two browsers open. You might get an echo. Okay? Let's bring up the new member area. And now this is coming in the next few weeks. So this isn't available right now, but I'm going to show it off to you a bit. just to let you know what the design was and why, like why did you do this? Well, number one, the new member area will have the ability to work in a mobile device perfectly well. Everything that you see here, for example, the menus are all powered using more modern, let's say modern technology. And it's the same member area, but things are more compact because of mobile devices. So if somebody's on a Samsung tablet or an iPad or even a phone, this system will work perfectly well in that device. I will also have a link where you can go back to the classic view. So in other words, both member areas will be fine. One will be this one that you are used to right here. So if you come in and you say, I wish I could just have the standard site, that's fine. Or you will be able to click a link and go into the new modern one. Okay, and the modern one's really neat because you have everything here. We've got the ad stream. We have the advanced menu. Okay, the menu here. We have website management up here. All the different things that you can do with your website. We have the social networks that you can go to and promote to and join for Worldprofit. The traffic systems. Okay, like traffic injections, traffic control, all of it will be within a submenu. Promo and tools, different things, ad examples, promo codes, stuff like that. Okay, so management area, prospect manager, newsletter, that kind of thing, all under the main tools under management. Of course, here's the thing, there will be a video to introduce people to this, because if you watch a video from a year ago or 6 months ago, you would see the links and things in the classic view. So we'll just say, just so you know, everything is still up here. You just have to kind of get used to it. All right, like you have in other words, you have your profile settings, website, report card, promotion links, commissions, your account settings. We always love testimonials. Okay, meet the owners, get support, log out, that kind of thing up here. And you also have it over here on the left, where you have access to a few things like your website, right? Report card, promo links, account settings. Okay, so stuff like that's there. You can control your menu here, right? You can see who the sales leaders are. You can look at our wonderful monitors, how many hours they've done. Okay. And of course you have the main menu here. The monitor menu will be expanding, like that. And of course we have all of our standard menu items. So there's still work to be done on this. I expect to have it finished in the next few weeks to let folks into, so that you can go and let me know what you think. Of course, you can see some of the formatting here is from the old site, so I have to work on this and fix up some tables and things like that. But they it's still 100% functional. It's just they're not mobile adaptive yet. Of course, I decided to put the help button here. Just people need help. It's easy to get to. It's always there. All right. So the new video, Linda, for the silver is probably going to come out later in the week. And you'll know because I'll post it out to everybody and let all the monitors know. Really, the new silver presentation video will really just include the free classified ad plugin. Okay, and thanks, Elaine. Thank you for the compliments. This took a great deal of work to just get it to where it is now. Like I said, it's a challenge when you have to create something that works in every device, right? Like it is a challenge, but as you can see, the Live Business Center comes on, it works fine. There's Brian up there. And he's in the new member area, okay? So we're all good. It's going to be fantastic to see this thing working. And when you get a guy like this who's posting his link, Send him to the free classifieds. Let him click on 10 links to earn a classified ad, and send them to the guaranteed visitors area if they want to post, because their link doesn't work in here. It's a waste of time, right? So take the opportunity and, monitors, and just say, hey, if you want to place ads, have at it. Free classifieds. Post your ads as often as you want, and use our guaranteed visitor area. Okay. Search up here. You can search for anything you want. Injections. So people can search, and it should help them out. I haven't updated it yet, but it sure will be soon. All right. Oh, Mary Daniels. Okay, let me take you there. I'll just get out of this right now because I want, you don't want to get confused. If you go to website management, it's called Website Plus. And yeah, it's amazing. You can create some incredible stuff with Website Plus. This is something I did in 10 minutes. Look at this stuff. Isn't that something? And it's your design. You can do whatever you want with it. It really is an incredible thing. It's called MobiRise, and the editor is completely free. And you can extend your website to no limits. It really is incredible. Okay, does that help? Yes, Deborah, absolutely. You will be able to take your tablet with you, and you can work, and everything will work fine for you. You can still use this area here too, to do whatever you need to do. It should work fairly well in a larger tablet. It'll be really exciting because it'll allow people to access the member area, classic or modern, and it'll be really cool because you'll have the ability to go between the two. So you log into one, you don't have to have two logins. You just log back and forth, no problem. Do you folks have any questions about that? The Mary Daniels, MobiRise is free, but we have a one-time fee. I believe it's $27 to host the site for you. Forever. You don't have to pay again, as long as you're a silver or platinum member. It really is worth it because you get FTP access, which even if you don't know what FTP is, don't worry about it. These settings here are for you. Use your dealer password, and you can go from there. It really is not a big deal. It's really cool. Trust me, you'll like it. You really will. It's very easy to use. And if you make a mistake, you just say undo, or you redo it, or that kind of thing. So it's a really neat editor. Are there any other questions about anything? I think we still got quite a bit of time. Anybody have any questions? Let me see my notes here. I think we're pretty good. Well, yeah, your list comes, we have several lists at Worldprofit, right? You have your newsletter up here, which you can create newsletters and send them to your associates that have signed in and that have requested to be a subscriber on your newsletter. Every time an associate comes in, we send them a separate email to join your newsletter. And we use your settings here. Do you see the settings up here? You have a welcome note. You can see what it looks like and everything. So you can go through this, right? But it's already set up when you become silver. So don't think, oh, I forgot, I didn't do this. Don't worry, it's all automatic. Okay? And you can download your subscribers too if you want. The other form is prospect manager. Everybody that you bring in as an associate becomes a prospect. Okay, and you can email them and do whatever you like. Okay, you use the emailer here where it says email. You can create custom letters. You can use Email Commander to sign up for a place like SendGrid. And they charge a nominal fee, but they give you credits that work with this system so you can email people. It goes right to their inbox. So take the time to look at these things. They're very powerful. Call loops, you can phone people without phoning them. Your voice comes over the phone to your lead. And when they pick up the phone and it says, hi, this is George Kosch and I'm calling to talk to you about either my program or whatever. It's easy to set up, but again, it just takes time to do it. All right, so you can watch help videos, and we've got some call scripts for you that you can use if you want. You can use Call Loop for free for a limited time, but I bought credits two to 3 years ago for $50, and I still haven't used them all up. To give you thousands and thousands of calls. Okay? Email Commander is the same. It's free to sign up. But once you get it set up, you'll thank me. You'll say, well, this is great. I can send emails out now using the Prospect Manager, and I don't have to worry about them getting to their inbox. Unless they're Yahoo, of course. Yahoo doesn't seem to work with anything. They must have a great mail department. Could you imagine the guy at Yahoo? You walk into Yahoo in their email department, and the guy's like this. He's like, oh, what? How can I help you? How are the mail servers running? And he must look around and go, they're running great. No more email today. oh, there comes, oh no, that was spam. Yeah, email's working great. We're down to one server. And the people are like, but you're a multi-billion-dollar. Yeah, no, we don't have any problems with email. And then you go to Google, and the Google guy would say, you see that building over there that's about 6 acres long? Yeah, that's just one of our mail server departments. We have about 400 of them. Oh, so you guys get mail. Oh yeah, we get a lot of email, about 1 billion an hour. Then the Yahoo guy's like, oh no, that was another spam email. Hello, Yahoo CEO. We probably could get away with half of the server that we have. How about we get a cheap Dell server in to do all of our email? Approved. Thank you. I'm not making this up. Yahoo's so bad. So anyways, using Email Commander and like the power of this Prospect Manager is really something. Okay? It really is. Do you guys have any questions about any of that? Call Loop is excellent. It's going to take one of those things where you get up in the morning and you say, I'm gonna play around with the Prospect Manager after I do my promo. And you come in here with an open mind, and you realize that by the end of the day, you will learn so much about how this prospect management system works. It really is an incredible system. This was one of the very first tools that we developed at Worldprofit probably 20 years ago, and we've modernized it. So it does so much. Okay. And Elaine says, how many classified ads are there? All you have to do is click on free classifieds. It has it listed right there for you. Mary says, can I delete all of the dormant? If you put in a tech support ticket, I can do it for you if you want me to. We've had a few people request that. Our issue right now with associates is we have about 2 million of them, and sadly about 1 million of them, yeah, they're dormant, or whatever you want to call them. They're non-functional. And out of the last 1 million, 500,000 of them haven't really logged in for 6 months, and that's normal. That's if you went to Facebook, Facebook says, well, we have 2 billion members or whatever. I can guarantee you that 1.5 billion of them probably don't really do much. right? It's just simple math, right? People, they sign up, they want the free stuff, they come in, and then you never see them again, okay? So if you have associates that are dormant or, you just want them cleaned up, fill in a support ticket, and I'll do it myself. I'll get rid of the ones that bounce, and the ones that haven't logged in for 6 months, I can turf them. They will all stay in your prospect manager. Okay, they won't. I won't remove them. You can remove them from there if you want using the garbage thing here, so you can go through and remove them. Be careful with that though, because I can't recover them. If you go in and you delete these, they're gone. They're gone forever. Okay. So what you can also do is download them before you do that, or if you don't care, just go through and you can selectively delete them anytime you want. But the way our database works is, if I was to refresh this here to show you, these are, like, say this is a list of all associates, okay? And your sponsor, this is Mary, okay? So this is you, Mary. These are your associates, okay? So you go to associates, you see this list, okay, of all your associates. Well, if you go to your prospect manager, okay, so you go to your PM, these are all in here too, okay? So what happens is if I was to delete this one and this one, they are still listed in your prospect manager. Okay, because they're your leads too, right? We share. You bring associates in, they go on your list. They also go in your newsletter too. Okay, so your newsletter would not all of them though, because it's double opt-in. I mean, for every 5, you might have 1, because that's just the nature of email. Especially if they're Yahoo, they never get the opt-in note, right? Okay. You know that new that Netflix movie? Have you guys seen it? It's the one with the people with the blindfolds. That's what a Yahoo person's like, right? Welcome to Yahoo. Thanks for getting your email. Here's your thing. They go like this. Well, where's the email? Don't worry about it. You won't get any. So this is what I'll do, is I will go through and I can get rid of this, so they don't bother you, but they're still in here. So Rich says, get more associates in the prospect manager, go into associates, click on checkboxes and add to prospect. True. Yes, absolutely. If any were missed. There's not many though. They usually all go in there. Currently, we get about 250 new associates every day. And most of them, I don't know why they sign up. I really don't. They just sign up and then they don't do anything. I get it. You're probably saying the same thing. Why would somebody sign up and just not do anything? I don't know. Many of them are bots, of course. So what can I say? It's just the way it goes. Are there any questions about that? I see we have some sales coming in. I'm just curious here. I want to check my phone. Wow. Okay. I always have my phone. My phone is always handy. I also have a Samsung tablet, which I like to test. But I'm not an Apple guy. I used to have an iPad, and I had one of the first iPhones. I just switched because it was a lot cheaper to buy Samsung stuff. I decided I'd rather, because I want to update all the time, right? Get a new phone, it's sadly, it's the same cost. I don't think Apple and Samsung are pretty close to the same. I mean, an iPad and a Samsung tablet, pretty close, so it would seem. Roger says, can you clarify about the 20 traffic streams? I've entered usernames, I know some, but all silver members should join. No, not at all, Roger. You don't need to join them all. What I would recommend is when you receive the email for your bonuses, you go to that area. It's under solo ads and traffic, and it's extreme traffic package. And you will see a link that says enter your traffic details here. There's no pressure to do this in a day. You don't have to do this in one day. You can just, take a look, get out the old, pad and paper and just say, okay, quantum safe list is an ID. The rest are usernames. And you make these up, right? When you sign up, like for example, if you go to this one and you say, I want to sign up, it'll say to you, what do you want your username to be? Okay, so come up with something unique. Like I could be, for example, G Kosch 33997. But keep that the same for all of them. It's easier to remember that way, right? Once you get signed up into these, remember you're going to receive an email. So have a Gmail. And then when you get these filled out, fill them all out. This is also a number. So you've got Quantum Safe List ID. This is a number, and this is a number. The rest are all stuff you make up. These are for your affiliate programs. You can fill anything in here that you'd like. If you're not sure, you could put a Worldprofit ad in here if you want. URL, email. This one too. If you don't want to do these, just put NA. Don't worry about it. You don't have to use everything. This is for your solo ad, and you just put a subject message URL in from whatever affiliate program you're in. Okay? So Eric says, currently all of my associates are not activated. We send out an email to your associates to ask them to activate twice a week. So you don't need to worry about resending. Okay? We have a very unique system at Worldprofit. Okay, let me explain what we do. And a lot of what we do is because I'm the programmer. So I just program in whatever I want. Well, what happens is an associate hits a landing page and they fill out their name and their email. Okay, and then they become an associate. So they go into the associate member area. Okay, we'll just call it the associate member area. Well, when they're in that area, as I am now, so if I go back to my associate, we let them in without them clicking on an activation link. We let them into the member area, but they can only purchase a silver package or a rotator or whatever. They're allowed to make a purchase of anything, but they can't post ads. They can't do any of the free stuff. They can't get credits. They can't do anything unless they activate their email. That's sort of the, that makes sense, right? They say, oh, I want to get my 50,000 guaranteed visitors. Well, when they go to do that, I don't know why my screen keeps changing, but they can't do any of this. A message comes up and says, you need to activate. So they click a button and then they get an email and they click the link and then it activates them and they can use everything. However, many of them don't. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. They might not get the email. They might not know how to check their spam folder, but they still have access to purchase a silver or diamond or gold banner. They can still purchase that stuff. Okay? Does that make sense, Eric? So we let them log in, but we don't let them get any of their visitors or anything set up. They can't place a classified ad. They can't do anything unless they activate. But 2 times a week, we send an email out to all of them and we say, hey, activate. Here's the link. And it tells them why. It says you can access all these things if you just activate. And they do. They do. Many of them do. The ones that don't, they might unsubscribe. They might just say, I don't want to do this. I changed my mind, whatever, that kind of thing. Does that make any sense? Yeah, I see yes from Eric. You can if you want, Mary. It's totally up to you. That's why the system is set up that way. Okay, so if you want to go through and send them the activation link, by all means, you just go to your associates and you can see the little plus sign here. and you can resend the activation link. These are all old. Most of these are just for testing. I leave them in there just so that I can see some data. Everybody that comes in through my links goes to the monitors. I guarantee you they do. I don't have associates. I just have some data in here so that when I'm programming, I can, keep tabs on things. Failed signups, I wouldn't worry about. That just means that it's probably a bot. For Rich Moyer, you know what? Yeah, Rich, what I would probably do for this case, I'm thinking of adding payments programs where it's manual pay, where somebody just pays you. So what you would do is in Rotator Genie here, let me just use that as an example. If I go to Rotator Genie and you wanted to, you don't have PayPal and you wanted to go into the order page, I will make it so that you can have the ability to use something like anything you want. And you put a note in here and you put the link to pay you. Would that make sense, Rich? For example, like Uphold or Solid Trust Pay, that kind of stuff, where you could just put it in there. And then people would say, you put a note that would say, I will add this package and email you. Because that's what Rotator Genie is great for. You can go into the customers then, you can add the customer, right? So you can say add new customer, then you can send them to their area to put their ad in. It seems like that's the best way to do it because there's a million processors out there, right? And the APIs are always changing, they're always different, but the one thing I like a lot is things like Google Pay, where somebody just sends you money, or Bitcoin, send Bitcoin, that kind of a thing. Elaine is asking, is PayPal changing? Not that I know of. They're just PayPal. PayPal is probably one of the oldest payment systems out there, but I can promise you one thing. There are competitors that have far better rates and easier systems than, think about it. PayPal is old, right? When you go to your bank, they're old, right? They have old technology, but it works great because your money's secure. But think online. For example, I pay people in Canada using e-transfers. So I go into Worldprofit's bank account and I press a button and it goes right into their bank account, whatever account they want. They could be in any other bank. So companies like TransferWise and maybe Zelle or whatever, they allow you to hook your bank account up. And they're all working together to compete with the old, which is PayPal. But they also let you receive money from anybody without bothering you with order forms and things like that. So yeah, that'll be probably one of our big goals for this year, is to make it easy to move money around. So if you want to sell a service, use whatever you want. So just leave it to me, and I will assure you that will be the case. Okay? That way you could have like I'm going to call it a payment wall, right? Where you say, I want to use this, or just manual. Just put in a note and say, here's how you pay me. $50 for this. And then it just comes up. Okay? And that way people can pay you through Google Pay, Apple Pay, whatever pay, because people shouldn't be limited to one thing, that kind of thing. And we all know about, for example, like Payza, they just disappeared, right? Well, that was a lot of programming to make that work. And in all cases, you could just receive money directly through these companies, right? So there you go. That's what's going to come down the line. But the best part of all of this is there are so many different payment systems coming online. It's not even funny. And Mary Daniels says, pay is a, yeah, they're out of business. They're in Europe, but all the accounts are frozen. Payza is not working. Roger says, is anyone using the service that rewrites ClickBank product pages? I don't know. Never heard of that. Okay, if there are no other questions, we're done our hour. We're already there. So Rich, you leave it to me. I will have all of this set up. That's the whole year is about money. Let's get money to people. Let's get money from people so they can pay you for services. And let's do away with this one or two things. Give people options. You know, you want to use Bitcoin, you know, that kind of a thing. So we're moving towards that because I'm able to take money directly and move it very quickly to whoever needs it for their commissions or things like that. But it will take time. Just trust me, it'll work out great. Okay. And before I sign off, I want to say a huge thank you to all monitors for not only a great year in 2018, but for putting in thousands and thousands of hours of volunteer time. Huge thank you. Again, congratulations to Linda for being the sales champ for the year. And again, if you want to be a monitor, fill out a support ticket. Just say, I want to be a monitor. I always say the word support ticket, but I really mean just, let's call it a communication ticket. You just fill out support up here, and it really is just that you're communicating with us. Okay, so it doesn't have to be, oh, this is broken. It could be, I want to be a monitor, and we'll take care of you. Okay, so we're looking forward to 2019 to be the year of the payment, to be the year of great commissions. And honestly, the new member area is coming out. We've got the new design 63, free classifieds. Like, it's just really, really is a great year. We're going to have a fantastic year. Okay. And always remember, you can upgrade to platinum, get a quote from Sandy Hunter, our president. She'll give you a quote, fill out a support ticket. Okay. You can renew, you can update, renew everything for a year, 2 years, 3 years. It's up to you. Okay.